Hey Shelby Bells, it's Shelby. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in for another video. In today's video, you guys, we have to talk about Beauty by Bianca, Rosali Delgado, Corina Garcia, and this girl Dora from the Facebook beauty guru world. If you thought the YouTube beauty community was vicious, you haven't seen anything compared to this Facebook beauty community. You guys, they make the YouTube world look like petty little sidewalk, elementary school pettiness. Okay, these girls in the Facebook world are vicious. There's so much going on with this. If y'all want to hear more about this drama, make sure that you keep on watching. Mr. Kitty and Miss? Okay, Miss Kitty kept me up till 3 in the morning last night because she was like, Mama, there's something going on with Rosali Delgado and Beauty by Bianca. Now, if you guys remember, I reported on this in the past. I don't know, but was it like 7 or 8 months ago? When was it? Beauty by Bianca and Rosali Delgado, they were out and they were jumped allegedly by Corina Garcia, who was another Facebook beauty person. There's video of it and all of that, okay? That's kind of the backstory on that. Rosali Delgado posted pictures onto her Instagram story, onto her Facebook and everything, and she basically called out Corina Garcia and her daughter for jumping her at outside when she basically couldn't defend herself. And the premise behind this was because Rosali and Corina Garcia, were not friends anymore, because now Rosali Delgado was friends with Beauty by Bianca and Corina Garcia was kind of pushed out. So that was major news. It was all over the place. Well, there have been a lot of developments in that since then, and you guys really enjoyed those videos I made about it. A lot of you guys came to my channel because of those videos and joined, so welcome back. If you haven't watched the videos since then, here we are talking about that drama again. So much has happened, and I don't have anything to do with it, but I have a little backstory on just a tiny bit of it. So to catch you guys up on the latest drama with this, everyone now is not friends with Rosali Delgado anymore. Beauty by Bianca is no longer with Rosali Delgado. She posted a TikTok that said this onto her TikTok, and apparently the reason that people are kind of on the outs with Rosali is because Rosali was talking crap about Beauty by Bianca to Beauty by Bianca's own sister named Shelly. Okay, listen, I'm not here to say if that's true or not. I don't know if that's true or not. Who knows if that's true or not? The only people that are going to really know if that's true or not are Rosali and Shelly, right? That's the only people who are really going to know if that's true or not. But it's very, very dramatic, because now Beauty by Bianca has posted this thing basically announcing they're not friends anymore, and the slickest way she could. She went on a live stream talking about how Rosali Delgado was talking about her children, talking about Bianca's kids, that is, to her own sister, Shelly. If you're going to talk bad about somebody, definitely don't do it to the person's own family, because they're going to tell them, or the person's best friend or whatever, even though they were supposed to be best friends, you should know, better than that. I don't know. I'm not here to say Rosali Delgado actually did it or what's going on with that, but there's been so many things that have happened because of this. So after the whole incident with Corina and Rosali and Bianca happened, Rosali Delgado kind of left the internet for a while, and she really was going through a lot mentally. We call it going through the gigs. She was just really not well mentally. She just kind of really going through it, okay? I'm not sure the exact lineup of how all this went down. I'll be honest, you guys, their lives are hour-long lives, hour and 45-minute long lives, and I don't have time to watch through all that. I did watch through a lot of them, and I kind of got the gist of it. I also caught up on some of the drama in a more recap version from the Chisme Report. So if you guys are not familiar, the Chisme Report is a drama channel here on YouTube as well, and he reports on a lot of the stuff, a lot of stuff that I do, but also some other different kind of stuff in the Facebook beauty world as well. And he's called the Chisme Report. Chisme in Spanish is drama gossip, so he's very much that. So I caught up on abbreviated versions from him, and I'm kind of piecing it all together. So the reason I found out there was something new going on with this drama is because I actually caught into one of Beauty by Bianca's lives where she was saying we're not friends anymore, and I was like, who is she talking about? That's drama. Let me try and find out. And I kind of put 2 and 2 together that it might be Rosali in that. But then I was watching my Instagram stories yesterday, and Nick Snyder posted an Instagram story, which I'm going to roll for you here.
So this fucking bitch right here, oh my god, wrong photo. Okay, there we go. That's better. So the lady you see on your screen right now goes by the name of Dora. Now, personally, I would not be able to pick her deflated water balloon looking ass out of a lineup, but Dora ended up at our home because there were some other influencers that were staying here, and Dora was not fucking supposed to. The reason that I'm bringing Dora up, and she will be included in the video that I'm doing about Bianca that is going to come out either later today or tomorrow, Dora thinks it's cute to go online and make up lies about myself as well as my friends and say that she was mistreated here, she was yelled at, all while Dora is snooping around our home, going through our cabinets. No one ever yelled at this bitch, but guess who has the fucking receipts on how Dora actually is? It honestly makes me laugh that at a house where it literally says camera recording, you would think that this is the only one. Play smarter. So the beauty for me in all of this is I'm a very good judge of character. I know when to stay away from certain people when I don't like them, so I'm not going to engage in conversation with them. But considering they were inside of this house, it echoes, bitch. It's a big one. This is actually going to be fun for me because there's not one negative thing that any of these fucking bitches that were inside of this house could say about me. Because guess what? I kept to myself. You're going to say I'm anti-fucking social? Right, bitch, because look where we are. And before anybody tries to say that I'm doing this so I can defend Rosali because of everything that's going on, as fucked up as all of that is, I'm not friends with Rosali like that. Rosali comes over, I'm cordial, I say hello, and I keep to myself. But the moment that you're going to open your trash fucking mouth and talk about my best friend Jen as well as my fiance Dustin, you got the wrong fucking one, bitch. So this is just one of the treasures that Bianca's sloppy drunk ass thought it would be cute to leave at our home. On top of a big box of puke that was left out on the curb for days upon days that started to gather flies that I actually had to clean up myself. First, let's go back to this photo though, because bitch, what the fuck are you, a cat? Are you eating Captain? Okay, so my last Instagram story got taken down for hate speech because I had a screenshot of the word that was repeatedly used in our home in response to us. But I was saying that it was both Bianca as well as that Dora bitch that were using that kind of language. But this clip behind me, because at the end of it you heard me say something about Lola. Lola decided it would be a good idea to go on her Instagram story and laugh about the fact that they broke a literal $1,000 fucking Toto toilet. Like, I know, Lola, you had an event that weekend and you couldn't afford to pay your friends. The only one that you paid was Bianca because apparently your other two friends that were there in support of you that had a lot of people turn out don't mean as much. I know that you couldn't afford to pay us back for that, but just so you know, we replaced it.
So Dora, who is this other makeup person on Facebook, was in Texas with Beauty by Bianca and Rosali, and all these people they were all together, and they were all just kind of like together in Texas, right? Nick Snyder was there. They were all staying where Nick is, and it was like apparently a lot of drama went down with that, and apparently Bianca and Dora got like pretty drunk and like started like acting crazy, kind of going through everybody's drawers and like going through the house and stuff, and like making a fool of themselves, breaking things, all this stuff, and it was very much that. So I have a little background story onto that, and I'm not directly involved with this because I never met any of those girls when I went up there to meet Nick and Dustin. But I did go up to Dallas literally the next day. I think that these people left, or maybe even the same day, but I just met up with them after they'd already left. And I went to go visit Nick and Dustin. And when I went in there, I noticed that the energy was like a little off. Like they had all been like eating the edibles and doing the whole things and stuff, but like the energy was just kind of weird. And I was like, it was my first time meeting them, and so I was just like happy to be there, happy to introduce myself and meet them, and just like kind of vibe and hang out or whatever. And that's exactly what we did. But I could tell that the energy was a little bit off, and maybe that's because there was like some drama that had just gone down that they didn't know me like that, girl, so they weren't gonna tell me all about. But I felt like there was something a little bit off about the energy, and now it kind of makes sense that Nick is posting all this stuff on his Instagram story and saying all these things happened. Well, I'm like, okay, well that kind of makes sense based on what like the energy that I felt when I went to go hang out with him, right? But Nick and I'm gonna like literally stand up for Nick in this situation because I haven't gotten to the part of what Dora is saying about Nick Snyder and all this, and Dustin and all of that. I haven't really gotten to that part in this whole drama yet. I'll be honest. I'll make a part 2 to this video updating you guys if I find out some more stuff I need to speak on. But what I can verify that like when Nick was saying in his Instagram story how he just keeps to himself, how when Rosali comes over he probably just keeps to himself and stuff, he just does his own thing. I can verify that is a fact. When I met Nick Snyder, he was very nice, he's very kind and stuff, but he was like the entire time I was there, he was working on like putting together like this ring light or this like lighting system or something. I think it was a lighting system, I can't really remember. Was it a light? Yeah, it was a light. He was like busy putting together this light or whatever, and he was including himself in the conversation. He was engaged and stuff like that, but he wasn't just like I mean, he was kind of doing his own thing at the same time, right? He was kind of like polite there, whatever, but there were also times when he was just focused on what he was doing and all of that, and I didn't take offense to it. I was just like, okay, he's doing something, whatever. But I can attest to the fact that that's how he was when I met him, and I met him once, like, and he was in like his comfortable habitat, like where he lives and all this stuff. That's probably how he is around a lot of people, right? I mean, why would he act any differently towards me than anybody else? And to be honest, a little bit, because you guys know I have anxiety, so like I always think to myself like, oh my god, like this person doesn't like me, or this person does. I just always think that because I'm just how I am. But I honestly thought to myself a little bit when I was there, because the energy felt like weird to me, and I'm very good at picking up and perceiving energies and stuff like that, and perceiving how, you know, things are or whatever. But I wasn't just about to be like, so you guys, the energy's off in here, like what's going on, what's the tea, because like I don't know them like that, right? But I thought because I felt the energy was off, I didn't really know quite why, and Nick was kind of doing his own thing and stuff. I kind of was wondering, like, do these people like me? Do they not like, am I giving them a bad vibe? Like, do they not like me as a person? Like, are they like, do they meet me and decide like they don't, you know, they don't mess with me or whatever? Like, I don't know, I was kind of like wondering those things. But now kind of piecing them together, and I don't think it was anything like that at all. I think that it was, you know, maybe there was a lot going on prior to me getting there, and then I, you know, came a little bit later on in the game, and they were just maybe either just exhausted from it, or just kind of over it, or just kind of like the energy was just a little bit disrupted because of that. But I don't know. I mean, I'm interested to see more when Nick posts his video. I'm interested to see more of what the details that come out about that, and if and you know how that plays out. But I just wanted to kind of like talk about how Nick's involvement in this, because I haven't, like I said, I haven't gotten to that drama about like why like I didn't even know Dora was in Texas, to be honest with you. Like I haven't really gotten into that whole part yet, and what Nick has to do with any of this, or what Dustin has to do with any of this. But they claim to think that Bianca is lying about this whole thing, and that Rosali is in the right. Everyone seems to be ganging up on Rosali, and Rosali actually posted a video she went live on her Facebook to kind of talk about it, and she basically said she's just been going through a lot emotionally. She kind of like rediscovered some trauma that she had been through, and had, like, you know, really been going through it, had to be in outpatient therapy for thoughts of unaliving herself and all of that. And to that I say that's really sad, and I wish nothing but the best for Rosali. I don't know Rosali. Now obviously these other women are saying that she's manipulative, she lies, she's all of these things, and I can't attest to that or say that it's true or not true, because I don't know Rosali. I really don't. But I can say that if anybody is having those kind of thoughts about themselves, or anybody is going through that kind of stuff mentally and emotionally, I can sympathize with that. I can relate to that, and I can say that, you know, I hope that you get the help that you need and you do what's best for you, because at the end of the day, like if this is something that Rosali is suffering from, and you know, there is just so much going on from the internet, and her job is to be on the internet, and if the internet is affecting her in that much of an adverse way, then maybe, like, you know, she started YouTube, she started Facebook Lives and beauty and stuff, because she couldn't do her job anymore because of a back issue. Well, maybe like she said in her little video that she posted, like, you can always tell what's wrong from here down, but you can never tell what's wrong in here. Well, maybe the reason you couldn't do your previous job working at the beauty counters because there was something wrong from here down, but maybe, like, you're not going to be able to do the Facebook beauty, like the social media job, because of something that's wrong up here. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with saying, hey, like, you know, I don't know if this is healthy for me to do this. And I'm not saying she should quit social media, but I'm just saying, like, if there's something wrong, then, and it's bringing you this much stress and duress, and it's, you know, causing you to have these thoughts because of everything that's going on, then, like, focus on you and do what's best for you. But she seems to not be doing very well, and her live was sad, you guys. It was really sad. I feel bad for Rosali, regardless of the situation and what happened and what's going on with Bianca or Corina or Dora or whatever. I feel bad for Rosali, you know. I hope that she gets the help that she needs. I will say that Bianca, I watched a little bit of a clip from Bianca's live, and Bianca was kind of making fun of Rosali's video a little bit, and I don't think that that's very nice. I don't think that's cool. I don't care what kind of drama you have with somebody, what kind of beef you have with somebody, what kind of falling out you've had with somebody. You don't laugh or like make fun of or, you know, tease at people or taunt at people saying that they are in therapy and they need, you know, help because they want to unalive themselves. You just don't do that. It's not right. It's not nice. And I didn't have any beef with Bianca or anything with Bianca at all. But that, I will say, rubbed me the wrong way. It rubbed me the really wrong way that she would react that way to her. And you know what, even like Corina and Dora, I don't know these people. I don't have very good vibes from Corina just because of everything that happened in the past with the jumping situation and stuff. I don't have a good like thought vibe from her. But also this Dora person, I mean, well, Dora I think isn't as nasty as Bianca and Corina have been. I don't know. I'm not saying that I'm on Rosalie's side. I don't know Rosalie to be on her side for anything, okay? But what I will say is that I just feel like the girls need to stop. Dora, Corina, and Bianca, take it offline. Stop talking about this stuff online, because when you do that, it just fuels the fire. And clearly, Rosalie, as a human, needs to heal. She needs to not have this in her life, right? Get back to the makeup, get back to selling whatever you sell on your Facebook, and leave the drama out of it. Someone is suffering. Someone is suffering. Now, I don't know if the gossip, if the talking shit is true, if Rosalie is manipulating people and doing all these bad things, then definitely don't condone that behavior. I don't condone it. But what I will say is that regardless, if someone is going through these types of serious mental health issues, let them be and let them heal. Let it go. Stop bringing it up. You keep bringing it up and it's making it worse. You guys, it's just not healthy. And like I said, I'm not on Rosalie's side, I'm not on Bianca's side, I'm not on Dora's side, I'm not on Corina's side, I'm not on anybody's side, because to be quite honest, I'm not submerged into this world enough to know enough about any of these people to really take a side, okay? And I don't like to take sides anyway. But I will say that I think Rosalie needs to step away from the internet and get the help she needs, and I think that the other girls need to back off and leave her alone. And no, refusing to say her name is not enough, because when your little followers in the chats refer to her as Rolanda or Yolanda or R or whatever other words they have for her in your live streams, and you acknowledge those messages, you're doing the same thing. It's transparent and people know what you're doing. Stop talking about it altogether. Get back to the makeup, get back to selling what you sell, and leave it alone, because someone is suffering. And like I said, if that's from her own doing, then that's from her own doing, but she's still suffering mentally, and to poke and prod and taunt and make fun of someone going through that is just as bad as if the person, whatever they were doing, if they were doing anything wrong to begin with too. That's all I'm saying, you guys. I don't know. I'm thinking about doing a more detailed video of this with receipts and all of that stuff. So if you guys want to see a video with the receipts from back in the day with the jumping, with receipts from Corina and her updates on everything, from Dora, Bianca, and Rosalie, if you want to see all that, let me know in the comment section down below, and I will compile a longer, more large, like long form video. It'll be a long one, girls, so you have to grab your popcorn and your Diet Coke. But I'm thinking about doing that for you guys, so let me know in the comment section down below what you think, and I will provide that for you if you like. Aside from that, you guys, it's just kind of like my thoughts on all of this stuff on a very brief level. There's so much more going on, but I wanted to get out there and kind of share my thoughts on this with you, because I don't think it's right to be taunting Rosalie right now, and I think that Rosalie needs to step away from the internet. Not on any sides at all. That's kind of how I feel. Anyway, let me know what you think about all of that in the comment section down below. I don't want to call it drama since someone is going through so much mental health issues, but also the rest of this stuff is just kind of petty drama, so I don't know. Let me know what you think about all this in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear from you, and that's going to be it for today's video. If you did enjoy it, make sure you give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel down below. Don't forget to ring the bell so you're notified of all my future videos when they do post. Remember, all Shelby bells ring the bell. And yeah, if you enjoyed today's video, YouTube should be suggesting a couple more down here for you to choose from, so I'd love it if you did that. And aside from that, I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.